48 hours ago at Budapest in Hungary. Yeah, they lost to Paris Saint-Germain, who made it double. Yes, under the tutelage of Luis Enrique. But I think the trophy parade speaks a lot of things, and one of the things that I'll say is the fact that despite missing, they went for 4 trophies this season, last season, despite claiming one, they still had the best of it, And it talks about life sometimes that you might chase 10,000 and eventually you found or you got 1,000. You shouldn't just despise the effort. You should celebrate it as though it means more than enough, more than a lot to you, And I think that was one thing the fans did for the beloved club yesterday. The fans trooped out to celebrate. According to record, about 1.5 million Londoners, I'm talking about Gunners, came out in mass to support and to celebrate the historic record trophy winning season for them. For the first time in 22 years, Arsenal, they can boastfully say that this Gen Z generation this Gen Z generation can actually know what it means to win the EPL title, and that's just the way it is, and that's like a motivation for me, I think, and it's going to motivate fans this evening. Good evening and welcome to the Sports Radio Show, your favorite frequency, WFM 91.7. Yes, my name is Jeremiah Oluwaferomi Omoni. I'm your favorite engineer, sportscaster, and the way we do the Sports Radio Show. Yes, every Monday, 6:05 to 7 p.m. It's I call it the Sports Cruise program, where we get to share a lot of things, but it's more of, we just want you to be relaxed. After a long day, it's just for you to relax and enjoy. If you have a bottle of anything, but importantly, water, you just enjoy it. But I believe that Arsenal fans should be celebrating. By now you should have champagne, everything, everything should just be bustling. Sam is in the studio this evening. Everything should just be bustling, and you guys should just be jubilating. Forget the fact that they told you guys bottled the Champions League. Let me tell you, just like Declan Rice had said, that it is not over. It is not over until it is over. Yes, that is the way. That should be the motivation. That it is not over until it is over. For me, I think I'm going to bank on that. And it's a new month already, June 1st. Starting the second half of the year, you've traced, maybe your plan, like me, is to buy a Range Rover. And so far, your account balance is not even telling you about range. He's already giving you a range. Not to even talk of telling you about a Rover. It is not over. It is not over. It is not over. No. I know. I can tell you for a fact. It is not over. Your account balance might not be giving you the desired car, like a Range Rover, but it is not over. I have my co-pilot in the studio with me this evening. Dami is in the studio this evening. Dami, good evening and welcome to the Sports Radio Show.
Good evening, Jeremiah. Thank you. And in fact, I don't even know what to say between the Range and the Rover, because it's not range, so
okay. It is not within the range and it is not over. Oh, sure.
I think he's roving. That's the one.
You now Range Rover, you to one by a Land Cruiser. Okay, it's not okay. Sam, welcome to the Sports Radio Show. Up Gunners.
Good evening, everybody. Well, thank you. Sorry, I'm just getting into my house now, just coming from work.
It's good.
Yeah.
Sam, did you go to the party?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't go.
I did. It was really good.
Wow.
A lot of people turned up. What I mean, a lot of people turned up. Over 1.5 million people were on the streets.
Are you in London or North London? Which one are you, London or North London?
No, I'm in South London, but I traveled up there.
Wow. See passion.
Yeah.
To this man who had shown a great passion to his beloved club. Don't worry. I'll keep what I want to give you to my pocket.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. We deserved it, and yeah, everyone. It was just joyful. Just seeing everyone celebrating
How sweet
Arsenal.
it would have been if you guys had added the Champions League.
She wants to banter you. Don't succumb for that. Oh. She has started. What is how sweet we did have been? The one they want.
Actually, I'm just stating the obvious.
Uh, they want. Let them manage it. Fear human. You still want to remind them that they lost in the hands of PSG. Is that not what you want to do? Is that not what you do?
Jeremiah, I learned that they have even designed their parade bus as champions of Europe instead
That
of
I
champions
know.
of England. That was why there was a delay in the parade.
Sam, don't let anybody pour sand to your Gary. Own this thing with your full chest. You guys deserved it.
Of
You
course,
guys earned
no,
this.
no, nobody can take it away from us. Nobody.
Yes.
I don't care
Yes.
who you are.
Okay, I can take it away from you, but
No,
for now, nobody can take
nobody
it
can
away.
take it away from us, from what we have achieved. You know.
Yes. I believe you
So,
100. 100. 100.
so,
Anyways, guys,
and in
we
fact,
are,
it's not over
yeah,
yet. There's next season, so that's my piece.
yeah, actually, may I support you? 100. I'm here for you. Anything. Anyways, guys, we are now officially in the World Cup season. Drum roll. Ba, 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 ba. B. So let's take away club football. The only thing we want to talk about, it's gonna be majorly on transfers. Fabrizio's telling a lot of story. Some coaches, they've lost their job. Why some they've stepped up. Yeah, that's it. Let me start with Anslot. Anslot, yes, he has resigned. I think mutual consent. He has left the club, Liverpool. Although don't forget that the coach, the club at one time said that Anslot will not be leaving. But looking at the situation of things, Anslot left, and right now, Iran, the former coach of Bournemouth, is set to join Liverpool. Hopefully, this reign becomes a good one for him. But Anslot, guys, I wasn't expecting Anslot to leave so soon. I was expecting him to use another to finish what he has started. He that has started the good work must certainly finish it. That is what I know. Why did I have to sack Anslot at this time, at this peculiar time, at this time of the season? No, I didn't like it. They should have sacked him before the season end, and as Liverpool will not get to play in the Champions League, maybe, or they would have even contacted with Arsenal to win the league. Guys, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Sam, you see what I'm seeing? Damn, you see what I'm seeing? That would have been what would have happened. But I don't know what happened. I don't know why they had to. I don't know why they had to sack. I don't know. I don't know why he had to leave at the end of the season. No.
Jeremiah, I think it is a love story that should not continue. Because if you look at Anslot and if you look at Liverpool, since that first season that we won the EPL, Liverpool have been nothing to write home about. Despite the fact that FSG, that is Liverpool's owner, gave him every maximum support for him to get the desired players that he wanted in the team. You got Luis, you got Alexander Isak, um, what's this guy named that also joined them? You got this
Ekitike,
striker from
Ekitike,
Ekitike that
Ekitike.
is on currently on an ACL injury. These are the things you got him, and then there were massive fallout with 13 players. Imagine Dayot Upamecano not signing a contract extension. That's just to tell you about the logos of that Liverpool team. And for every Liverpool fan, I'm speaking for every Liverpool fan. I think it is a relief that
You their
Ancelotti is
spokesperson.
finally he has finally left.
Are you their spokesperson? Why are you speaking for them? When did you become the media officer of Liverpool? Uh,
Yeah, I'm seeing I'm in the media. I'm seeing what they are saying. I'm seeing their grievances. So it is nothing that can be hidden.
okay, oh, you are seeing. See ya. We've heard you. But anyways, for me, according to Anslor, let me quote what he said. You know, for him, he felt that it's been a great time, being with the club. It's been a very, very great time, and he cannot just underemphasize the moment, overemphasize, sorry, the moment he shared with the players, and that's talking about and slot that, oh, he's going to embrace every memory and they're unforgettable for him. That is so. But for me, I also have my own reservation. And the reservation is just that you sign a player last season at the start of the new season, at the start of last season. You guys could have given and slot a time for him to gel. I don't know why you guys have to sack him like it doesn't even mean a lot to you. For me, these players got injured. Was it Ancelot's fault? I don't understand.
Jeremiah, I think you are overlooking the fact that sometimes running a football club is not about emotions, it's about the business aspect. Now let's look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth were able to get European football. They are going to play Europa next season. And then their manager, Anthony Iraola, he said he's leaving. And Liverpool knows that if Anthony Iraola moves to AC Milan, because AC Milan wants him, AC Milan have sacked Massimo Allegri. AC Milan wants him. And they know that if Iraola, one of the best coach, moves to Italy, they will not get an elite manager. Sabi Alonso is back to he has come to Chelsea. Now let me paint a scenario which we are not possible for you. There's a way that FSG wants Liverpool to play, and that was the pattern that we saw with this guy, with Jurgen Klopp. Liverpool are a high pressing side. Every area of the pitch they press. And now you brought in an slot who is as pragmatic as anything. More of a defensive coach than what Jurgen does. See,
was it a night market? They did not do a night transaction now. Didn't they see the things he was capable? Like, they did not know what he was capable of doing. They knew what he was capable of doing now. As a matter of fact, the club has at one point recommended that lot.
Jeremiah, you can recommend somebody, and once you recommend, and you see that this thing is not working out, I want you to see this thing. You are into football space, thankfully. This is not just about when you have a manager, one of the downfalls of this guy at Chelsea, Maesca, was the fact that there was no cordial relationship again with the management. And we know Chelsea for that. But I don't want us to overlook the fact that slots with PSG was more like a train waiting to wreck. Imagine I don't want to buy into the fact that there was the emotional turmoil of losing their key player, Diego Jota and everything. But these guys, every single player down to every single one, from VVG to one of their best players last season was Sobosla. Even Sobosla at a point got tired because they were relying heavily on him, and there was the massive fallout with their head goal scorer, Mohamed Salah. Things are not going well. And the earlier the better. So many people were saying he should have been gone since last season. But I'm thankful that Liverpool owners stayed with him until the end. He got them UCL football. I think that is much more about stability. But you can't go with that same mindset into the new season. So many clubs are sweating. So you have to look at this from that aspect too. They are saying that we are not in a good space. And what we experienced last season cannot continue this season. So I don't feel like the changes was needed. And Slot, for himself, I knew that he's at peace that he has led the club.
There is that peace that he has left, that he is leaving or that he's gone. Okay, if you say so. But for me, I'm still not convinced. Okay, anyways, let's talk about the president's FA Cup. I don't understand why Shooting Stars, Yoli Warriors. Is this what Shooting Stars wants to go and be doing on the continent? Because I don't understand why Shooting Stars will play against Kada Warriors and they will be losing by, like, you guys have enough time to rest. Why come you'll be losing this kind of game to Kada Warriors? I believe as an MPFL side, you should be able to do better. That's my own take. You should be able to do better. Why are we losing to Kada Warriors by 5-4 via penalties? I think that wasn't a very good one. Rivers United and Enugu Rangers also played today. One of the another upset there. Not really an upset. Let me check it out immediately. Rivers United, yes, they defeated Rangers by 3-2. Flight defeated Mighty Jets, via penalties too as well. Shooting Stars lost to Kada Warriors. Academy Warriors, who are relegated, defeated their fellow NNL side, Aqua United, 3 goals to 2 via penalties. Sokoto United defeated Kwara United. Can you imagine by a lone goal? Barrel defeated Abakaliki by a lone goal. Sunshine has not played. Enyimba also defeated Gombe by a lone goal. Ikorodu also defeated Jigawa Golden Stars by 2 goals to 0. I'm trying to look for Abakaliki FC. Yes, Abakaliki are out. That's the defending champion. They are out of the tournament. Dami, do you think this is another time for Ikorodu City to prove their worth? For me, one of the top side they need to contend against is just Rivers United, maybe if Sunshine Stars, Eyimba, and let me also see Nasarawa United, Ekanemi Warriors. Yeah, I don't know. But for you, do you think it's something that they can really move further compared to what they did last season?
They might, like we always say that for you to be the best, you have to be the best. They had a very good league run, and unfortunately for them, they were unable to defeat the eventual champions, that's Rangers. Because if they had defeated Rangers, perhaps they would have, not even perhaps, it's certain that they will be going to the continent. But they did not defeat them, which means that they only have one route to the continent. They have to win the FA Cup. And that is that about that. I have no doubt about the qualities of Ikorodu City players, and that can be evident in their players that is involved with the Super Eagles. I think about 3 to 4 players in the NPSL that they have is involved with the Super Eagles. Their captain Tosi Oredeku, their goalkeeper Atata, and about 2 other guys, in the national team. So I feel like and now the Unity Cup is over, they should be back from London this week. With that, they should be able to go into the next clash with every attacking threat that they have, because of course they are not giving up on their dream to go to the continent. So they should go ahead and face it on. We have seen them do it in the league. We have seen them do it in the Lagos State FA Cup. Then they should go and do it in the federation.
Okay, now you said they should go and do it in the federation. Okay, I wish them all the best. Okay, let's quickly let's dive away from there. Maybe I'll bring the Lamen story. Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, Manchester United goalkeeper voted as the Premier League signing of the season. Do you think it was it? Samuel is still with us. Samuel, what's your take? Do you think that deal?
Yeah. Sorry, Jeremiah, can you repeat that again? Sorry.
Yeah, talking about Manchester United's Lament. That's the goalkeeper, Saint Lament, who joined last season. He has been voted the Premier League signing of this season. For you, do you think that's it, or
I think he was. I'm not going to say it was well deserved, but I was impressed by him. I was very impressed by him. For a goalkeeper, that will cost less than 17 million, and I think for the performances that he brought for that kind of price, I was very impressed by him, with the saves that he made. And it goes to show that you don't need to be a big name player to perform as well as you do in your position.
I'm already seeing Thibaut Courtois in this guy. Are you seeing what I'm saying too?
I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Wait, Jeremiah, just calm down.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Wait, Thibaut Courtois, in which person?
Saint Lament.
I think that is more like going overboard, because of the opinion that let people be who they are. There's nothing like Thibaut Courtois.
It can be greater than Thibaut Courtois.
Jeremiah, don't shut up.
He plays for the biggest club in England. He plays for Manchester United for Christ's sake.
I think he's a Belgian, so I think it's for Belgium, right?
Yes, he's a Belgian. Yes.
No, that's going to be a tough competition at the World Cup. But then whatever it is, Thibaut Courtois will still come first.
Yes, I'm not saying he's going to take his place right now. But what I'm saying is, in years to come, this guy is going to be greater than Thibaut Courtois.
I doubt that. Do you know how many UCL Thibaut Courtois has? He has done it
in 23, not his boy. If Manchester United plays in the Champions League, they're going to play
Jeremiah,
in the Champions League next season.
are you talking with your head now or with your heart as a Manchester United fan?
I
Because I really do not
am a
understand you.
Manchester United fan. Calm down. I'm
Are you
just
talking?
saying that
That's what I'm asking. Are you talking as a journalist
can
or you are
win the
talking on what?
Champions League next season.
What
He
are
can
you
win
talking about
the
next season?
EPL next season.
Jeremiah, I beg, let's move on to another pressing topic.
Yes, historic 6 World Cup. If you remember, the Mexican star Guillermo Ochoa will become the first goalkeeper to appear in 6 World Cup finals after being named in the co-host squad. The 40-year-old who plays for Cyprus of outfit AEL Limassol joined superstar Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal, Argentina's Lionel Messi, who will also be performing or playing in their 6th time at the Quadrennial Football Festival. Ronaldo will be in the 6th. Messi will also be in the 6th. Ochoa too as well will also be there. We also look at it that Ochoa was there, played for the first time in 2006 with Raul Jimenez and Santiago Gimenez, who also played for Fulham and Syria Giants, AC Milan, respectively. And also, we also be looking at it. Okay, so now if you look at it, both of the people that will be going to the World Cup, the oldest, when you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and Ochoa. For me, this most likely is going to be the last World Cup for this 3 set of players. Can they really make the best out of it? Let's start with Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm missing out another name. Neymar Junior too will also be playing his last World Cup.
Yes, but I'm talking about 6th. 6th. Now, if you look at Ronaldo, Messi, and Ochoa, they all have one thing in common. They'll be playing their 6th. Yeah.
Well, you're right about that. And if you look at past antecedents in terms of the Mundial, those that have made impacts, we have seen Messi make impact. Messi is the only player that has won the Golden Ball 2 times. The only player in the history of the World Cup to have won the Golden Ball, and that's just to tell you how pivotal and influential he is, not just for Argentina, but for the world of football in general. So it's not going to be a bad run to back Messi, back him for another good run. It could work in that way. But then we should not forget that Ronaldo is looking for a first trophy with World Cup trophy with Portugal. So it's going to be a very tough one. But we should not forget that Ochoa himself, I think I've not seen any goalkeeper that has the reflexes of Ochoa. And it's a shame that he did not play in one of the biggest top 5 clubs. It's a shame that we were unable to witness that greatness, maybe in La Liga or EPL. But it is what it is. His talents and his attributes cannot be taken away from him. But as a journalist, to be rational and logical, I think I'm backing Messi for a more influential run because we know who he is.
Okay. We'll be taking this commercial, but before then, just when you talk about people that will be going for the World Cup, it just seems to me that there are some children that are still sleeping helplessly in the thick forests as we speak right now, because they've been kidnapped for over 2 weeks. And I think the government needs to come to the aid of the hopeless and helpless parents who are hoping one day that their children will return safe. Some of these children might be the Ronaldo and the Messi for the forthcoming generation. The generation of Messi and Ronaldo, they are going right now. And these children might be the next Osimhen, the next Dimeji Lawal, the next top star. And that's why the government just needs to put a lot of effort in place to make sure these kids are back, to get them back. We pray and we hope that God give them the wisdom to do that. The president and the governor of the states, and every other people that have been kidnapped, we just pray that God brings them back. But we'll just take the commercial break right now. After that, we go fully talk about the World Cup. We just look at one of the stories. Saliba is in the news this evening. We'll be back after the summer.
Radio 91.7 amplifying women's voices every day.
Nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
Fún àwọn ipò tí a fi pamọ́ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin ní ilé aṣòfin àgbà, ilé aṣòfin aṣojú àti àwọn ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀. Tí o bá fọwọ́ sí HB 1349, ìjọba wa yóò dára sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a panupọ̀ kí a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ilé aṣòfin wa kí wọ́n dìbò fún HB 1349 fún Nàìjíríà tó dára. Tí o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún HB 1349 kí o fi ìfilọ̀ ìránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìpele ìwà láti Women Radio 91.7.
Remember how mom would wake up early, make us breakfast, and on our uniform?
We have to do something special for her.
So let's make this money fast.
Praise your mom with a trip to Zanzibar this 2026 in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter of her name and submit with a picture of 5,000 naira worth of 3 crowns on www.3crowns.com.ng or at our collection centers for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms. Happy families.
Otu ụmụnwaanyị Igbo mgbasa ozi Women Radio membership n'olu bekee na-ejikọ gị na ụmụnwaanyị azụmahịa ndị ọzọ, ndị ọchụnta ego, ụmụ akwụkwọ, ndị nlekwa ezinụlọ, ndị ọrụ ugbo na ndị ezumike nka dị na steeti 36 nke Naịjirịa. Dịka onye otu ụmụnwaanyị Igwe mgbasa ozi, azụmahịa gị bụ nke a ga-akwalitere gị n'efu n'igwe mgbasa ozi ụmụnwaanyị. Ị ga-enwetakwazi ihe nrite ihe ọma ndị dị ịtụnanya dị iche iche ma nwetakwazi ohere ịnọ ma sonyere ihe omume anyị gasị. Tinye Women Radio app n'ekwentị gị taa i wee nụrụ olu gị n'igwe mgbasa ozi. Debanye aha n'efu na WFM917.com ma gbaa mbọ hụ na ị na-esonyere chọpụtara ụmụnwaanyị Igwe mgbasa ozi. Ọ wụra nzikọrịta ozi Facebook, ọ bụ otu maka Afro Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program, NAMIB NAHITA, ha na-akwado otu abụ Women Radio membership.
You looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now! Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Ayé ìgbádùn tó fẹ́ jẹ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń ná owó rẹ̀. Ètò tuntun tó ń bọ̀ lórí Women Radio 91.7 yóò kọ́ ọ bí a ṣe ń náwó, bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú owó àti bí o ṣe lè ní owó tó pọ̀ jaburata. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Amọ́ni yóò kọ́ ọ ní ètò ìṣúná bí o ṣe lè lo owó rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti lọ́nà tó yẹ. Lórí Amọ́ni, kò sáyè ìsápamọ́ lórí kó o yáwó, kò sáyè ọkú bí o tí ì jẹun bẹ̀ yẹn. A ó kọ́ ọ bí o ṣe ń náwó, bí o ṣe ń tọ́jú owó àti bí o ṣe lè dá wà láàyè ara rẹ̀. Pàdé wa lórí Women Radio 91.7 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday láago 3:00 ọ̀sán. Women Radio 91.7 ohùn fún obìnrin. Amọ́ni gbogbo obìnrin ní láti gbọ́.
Are you a business owner, freelancer, or salary earner in Lagos State? Taxes are not just bills to pay. Taxes are investments to develop your Lagos and your future. Women Radio, WFM 91.7, in partnership with Lagos Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, bring you Tax Radio every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and every Friday at 6:05 p.m. with tax experts on your tax rights and tax obligations in Lagos. Tax Radio with LIRS on Women Radio WFM 91.7 Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 6:05 p.m. Empower yourself with your tax rights and obligations in Lagos.
Oga, if you dey send sexual content give woman, they throw kiss or they lick lips when she dey around, you fit make her feel unsafe. That one na sexual harassment. Respect women, respect their space. This message is brought to you by Women Radio 91.7 FM.
Okay, welcome back to your favorite sports radio show this evening. Don't forget this WFM Women Radio 91.7. The phone line is open 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. Before the break, I spoke about the insecurity, and I had to look into how the government should just help us to solve insecurity, because these are young people. I'm very passionate about grassroots. I'm very passionate about grassroots, and well, these kids, we never can tell. These guys are the forthcoming generation. We never can tell. We can see the Messi, the Ronaldo in these guys. The government should look at how they could solve them. The president, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also the governor of Oyo State, International Market. So please put aside any differences and solve the state of insecurity in Oyo State and other part of Nigeria is very important. The World Cup has started. We're talking about Ronaldo and Messi, who may likely be playing their last World Cup, yes, in their footballing career. And who knows? Maybe another Messi is going to come out from Oyo State. Maybe another Messi is going to. So that's why nobody is dispensable. Nobody. The government just needs to look into this case and solve it. Children needs to be preserved. They need to be safe. They need to be secure. This talent, this young talent, are the whole of this generation, of the forthcoming generation, and the sustainability of this generation. When people live long, these young people, they grow up to make informed and sustainable actions and decisions, just to make sure the country keep moving. Just imagine maybe those people reeling today, those were too, they were actually they also suffered insecurity. A lot of things could have happened. We just hope that this and I think a very good story is the story of Messi. Just imagine Messi did not. Maybe Messi was not properly taken care of when he had that life-threatening sickness. Imagine what had become of Messi today. Talking about one of the greatest players, yes, in the history of football. Okay, let's move on from there. Let's talk about what's going on. Guys, after the Champions League, Arsenal lost in the year 2006. Arsenal lost to Barcelona. Yes. And also in the year 2026, they lost to Paris Saint-Germain. Now, in those two games, Arsenal scored first. Eventually, they lost. But this one was a different one because Arsenal did not lose in regular time to Paris Saint-Germain. It was through penalties. So which means we can say technically the unbeaten run still continues in the Champions League. But one thing I want us to talk about is the fact that, can we say Kylian Mbappe, can we say Ousmane Dembele is greater than Kylian Mbappe as we speak? 2 Champions League, 1 World Cup, a lot of trophies, local trophies right now. And let me start with Dami. Dami, can you hear me? Let me start with Dami.
Yes. Jeremiah, I can hear.
Yes, I said that. Can we say that Ousmane Dembele is greater than Kylian Mbappe right now as we speak?
Well, see, I don't know the reaction by which we put this comparison, by which we place this.
World Cup,
I know,
Champions League.
Yeah. I think when we do it trophy by trophy, Ousmane Dembele cancels out Mbappe. His influence with his team. Listen, I think about 2 days ago, we were talking in a group and we were talking about how Dembele has come in to achieve what Mbappe couldn't achieve for PSG in how many years? What Neymar couldn't achieve? What Messi couldn't achieve? What Sergio Ramos couldn't achieve? What Zlatan Ibrahimovic? What Cavani couldn't achieve? I think it's the story, and we should all give that praise to the culture, the winning culture that Luis Enrique has built in PSG. Because Luis Enrique right now is the only field manager out of how many managers we have in the world. He's the only field manager to win 3 European Cups. He has won UCL with
Barcelona.
Yes, he has won back-to-back with PSG. They have never won anything in their history before, but he has won back-to-back. And there is this guy, Dembele, who won the Ballon d'Or. I think if you look at it by awards, if you look at it by impacts, Dembele too has the World Cup. So we can say Dembele is more influential than Mbappe for this PSG team.
Okay, let's start with the World Cup series. The phone line is open. It's 07000 And Arsenal fans, we never mention that Dembele is better. Even Barcelona will never. Everybody, agenda just they fly.
I just feel like Barcelona were very unlucky with Ousmane Dembele because
Barcelona fans are not happy.
most of his time he was injured. He was always out. He comes and there's no doubt that this guy is good, but he was mostly injured. And then there was this culture at Barcelona too, that there was this indiscipline culture. Imagine anybody will tell me that Dembele will get to a team like PSG and will be well behaved and cultured. You will not hear anything about it. But look at when he was at Barcelona. So an environment and a coach, the system and structures of a club determines how far a player will go to.
Maybe discipline. Maybe he has grown up. The Dembele right now is different from the Dembele of Barcelona. Youthful exuberance.
Exactly. And that's what Mbappe should have, because there was this viral clip of this Enrique speaking to Mbappe in a press meeting, telling him what to do and how to be good. Perhaps if he are taking that, perhaps he would be 2 times champion, UCL champions now. And for me, I have no doubt that Mbappe can win the Ballon d'Or back to back with Luis Enrique. But it is what it is. Football is not just played on art. It's not by paper. It's not by what is. It is the actual action.
Okay, Dami, let us start with this. In June 11, 2010, South Africa hosted. They played the first game, the first World Cup game in Africa, and it was against Mexico. And we're about to see that again 16 years later. Mexico against South Africa. Now, before, it was South Africa that was at home. Now, it is Mexico that will be welcoming South Africa now at their stadium. That is coming about the first game in the World Cup. And right now, the game ended 1-1, where Shabalala scored the first goal in the World Cup in the 55th minute. But right now, what is going to happen is looking as if 16 years after, we want to experience. Fate has brought South Africa and Mexico together. Don't you think this World Cup is sending a strong message?
Yes, I wouldn't lie to you. This World Cup is a World Cup of nostalgia. It's a World Cup that is going to break boundaries because initially there's an increase of participating national teams in the World Cup, which gives the likes of Cape Verde, who has never been to a grand mundial, coming into the World Cup. Not just Cape Verde. We have Jordan, we have Iran qualifying. We have so many national teams. Imagine we have Haiti coming to the World Cup.
Where's Nigeria again, please? Where's Nigeria again, please? Where's Nigeria? Where's Nigeria again?
That alone has solidified the fact that it's going to be a grand breakthrough. Let's look at the records, the financial records. They said some games are already sold out. Lionel Messi's first game, Ronaldo's first game. These games are sold out. Let's look at the aura surrounding Neymar's inclusion with Brazil team. So this World Cup is going to be one for the books, one for the records, and it's so shameful that it's only one person. It's only one team that will go with the trophy at the end of the day.
You will do your own now. Just another one where you go give another team where you like, where you think is supposed to win.
Just 7 games.
But if we look at Group A looks very cheap. But can we say that South Africa has a chance of playing in the knockout stage for the first time? Look at it. They have Mexico.
They get their way out. That's what they get their way out. Because
they have Czech Republic, South Korea, South Africa, Mexico. For you, what's going to be your pick? Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Czech Republic.
It's about my pick. It's about. It's not just about my pick. It's about who's going to do the job.
So for the first game, for you. Let's talk about the first game. Who are you looking at? Mexico against South Africa, the first game in the tournament.
Going by from South Africa and Africa, and the strength that Mexico are producing, I think I'm going to go for Mexico.
You're going to go for Mexico. Sam is still in the studio with me, right? Sam.
I think that first game, 16 years on, it ended in a draw.
Yes.
But I think now, I don't know. I think I can see them both drawing, getting a point out of the game. I can't see a clear winner. And I heard a couple days ago, I don't know if this is gonna have any impacts, that South Africa were having some issues with their visa, trying to
Yes,
get into
yes,
the
yes,
country,
yes,
into the
yes, yes.
US
That's
or
true.
wherever they are playing. They
That's
have
true.
some visa issues. So whether that's gonna impact their training or how they prepare, I don't know. But I think that Mexico South Africa game is gonna end in a draw. And honestly, with that group A, I think South Korea is the team to watch in that group. I feel that they
Yeah,
will
they always make
definitely.
it to the knockout round. Like they are
Yeah,
very,
yeah, yeah. I agree. I think they will make it to the knockout round. So yeah.
okay. And we're still talking about the World Cup news. The news coming up is that Cristiano Ronaldo, and Bruno Fernandes, they've arrived. Yes, their training ground. Yes, ahead of the World Cup. Holiday is over, and it's time for work. It's time for work. And although people have been saying the Portuguese side is a very strong side, the midfield is so solid, and a lot of questions, a lot of concerns have been raised that it looks as if this is the year for Portugal. This is the year for Portugal as we speak. I don't know if you are also of that opinion, Samuel.
Um, Portugal, they're not. I don't know. I've not done my predictions for the World Cup just yet. I'll probably leave it for maybe 1 or 2 days. But Portugal will be one of the top names to have a chance of winning the World Cup. I think it's because they have so much depth from goalkeeper all the way to their attacking line. Um, and their manager as well. They have a great manager in Roberto Martinez. So, and having one of the best players, uh, having a player like
Vitia.
Cristiano Ronaldo, who
Someone
is
like Vitia. Mention Vitia now. Do you
who,
mention Vitia? You don't want to say his name. He said
but
now. Uh, uh, the
but
guy that chased you guys
I
away
think
from.
they have a chance, to win the World Cup. They'll be one of the big names. So it's a matter of, how far they can go and doing the job, you know, no, don't leave, not leaving any evidence on the field, just beating their opponents, and we see how far they go.
You see how far they go. Edin Zeko too as well will also be playing for Bosnia. He's also part of the squad. 40-year-old Edin Zeko, who plays for Czech for. I remember those days of was it Obina Osofo? Was it Obina Osofo that played for Schalke for in Germany? I think it was Obina Osofo. Yes, in the 2010 World Cup, Obina was with Schalke for then. I just remembered. Yes. Wow, 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 wow. And that's another thing again. Ajinseko 40, who will be 40, who's 40 already. Also, he's also looking at the record of Cameroon forward Rugamila, who also was 40 as at the time he was participated in the 1994 World Cup as well too. Goalkeeper today I was talking about Egypt's goalkeeper SM Adadri, who is 45. Okay, was 45 at the 2018 World Cup too as well. Luka Modric. Yeah, let's also talk about Luka Modric. Modric too, 40. Another last World Cup for Modric, most likely. As well. Another last World Cup for Modric as well. Let's see another player as well too. Okay, so let's talk about Saliba. There are concerns that Saliba, there's an injury scare that might be affecting William Saliba ahead of France opening game. And it has been a major concern for them. That means Saliba, when we look at his record for Arsenal, was really, really great. I saw a post where they said mentioned that Florentino Perez was at the Champions League in Budapest. And some people said that he came purposely because of William Saliba. Dami. So we'll be expecting that shock. William Saliba to Real Madrid?
This is not the first time I've heard of Saliba being linked with Real Madrid.
Okay.
I think maybe a couple of years ago was one of the first times I heard that Real Madrid were interested in Saliba, you know, because I think it was at the time where, Saliba was having a very good season under Arsenal. And we know when Real Madrid come calling, it's very difficult to say no. It's like when you see food on the table, someone will ask you, do you want food? You want the food, but you struggle to say no. You can't resist the food. So I think that's the case like here, because Florentino Perez has always been interested in Saliba, because he's a very good defender. So it'll be very interesting to see what his mindset is and how he keeps his interest in Saliba and Arsenal.
Another story, because of our time, Lamine Yamal is going, but no Real Madrid player at all in the Spanish national team. Are we saying the glory days are over?